Tommy, tell us about the kind of the status of the plastic fight now on Grand Isle.
Well, Pat, the bait is just coming in now. Every day it seems like more and more. So the plastic is working, but you're not going to catch as many, of course, as you will on live bait. And so we were lucky enough today to have the first day that they had live shrimp at Bridgeside. And so they selected us some nice ones because you were here. And we caught some big fish on them. And I caught several on the tsunami, my favorite tsunamis.
What's your favorite plastics right now?
This is probably my favorite. It's just so fun to fish with these swim baits, and you don't have to be a pro to do it, Pat. Anybody can come out and cast it and retrieve it, and not jig it even, or jig it a little. You can't hardly make a mistake when they're biting, and they're eating on minnows. They're gonna eat these baits.
And those are tsunami.
Those are tsunami swim baits, 3-inch swim minnow. And this is a sea trout, and I don't know the name of that one, but this is my favorite, the sea trout. It's like a little baby speckled trout. They eat each other, you know.
And you got some voodoo in your hand too?
Yeah, I got some voodoo. This is awesome. Like if you want to fish in the back, and we got a windy day and we can't get out front, a lot of people like to fish in the back, and the voodoo under a popping cork has been awesome. About 2 feet under a popping cork, if you're fishing in 2 or 3 feet of water, just above the bottom, you're popping, and they've been tearing them up in the back with the voodoo.
What kind of spots you talking about in the back?
Like they're catching fish even at the platforms, like Hotel City is what they call it. They got fish there. They got fish on all the islands, Queen Bass, all the rocks behind the islands, behind the Game On stations, behind Sand Dollar, all of those regular places. Almost anywhere you can catch a few fish. Right now, until probably another month, you got to catch a few, and then you stop biting, you move to the next spot. Catch a few until you got a good mess of fish. And the next month, you won't have to move. They'll school up, and they'll be spawning heavy, and you'll be able to catch limits.
And shrimp and croaker, that'll become more readily available here at Bridgeside.
Yep.
As every day that passes, I guess that'll be.
Yep, I'm going to wean myself from the plastic in the next 2 weeks because the shrimp is so productive. You just have to deal with the undesirables with the shrimp, like the sheephead, and like this morning we had a bunch of sheephead in, but we caught some other fish too. Pat, you want to look at the box? We caught some other fish. We have some nice drum in there, some black drum, very good eating, table food, and we got some rat reds. We got probably about 8 rat reds, and then of course we got some hammer big trout.
We talked about it a lot, Tommy, but at the jetties, you basically, you like free lining the shrimp pretty much.
Yeah, I don't like to use a cork, and then I start catching the pogies and the croaker. You'll be able to buy at Bridgeside soon, in another month probably. And the croakers, how good that is. Last year, you and I caught 50 trout on croaker.
And the key there is to, number one, position, be in the right spot, but you're basically letting the croaker or the shrimp get down into those rocks.